Hope you're doing well. Today, I want to talk to you about embracing your life conflict. So, I'm taking a class right now on storytelling. I love telling stories. I love movies. I love reading books, even fiction books, which is something I haven't enjoyed till recently. And the one thing I've learned from this class that I'm taking is that all movies that are worth their salt, have a conflict in them. And the conflict appears pretty early on, usually within the first minute, because that draws in the audience. And the worst movies of all time do not have this conflict. There's not a struggle going on, and they're boring. People don't like them. They don't go back to see them. They don't talk about them. But the movies that people talk about and see time and time again are the ones in which there's some conflict, some struggle, in which the protagonist has to get over, in which the protagonist has to push through in order to succeed on the other side. And I recognize that a lot of times in our own lives, we bemoan the struggles that we face, that we pull back from potential conflict, that we don't embrace this as an opportunity for us to show our strength. But that makes for a boring life, just like a boring movie. That a life without conflict, a life without struggle, is one that's not worth living, is not one worth telling about, is not a life that we'd like to live when we look back on our deathbed and say, what have I done? What have I overcome in our lives? So right now, there's a lot of conflict in the world. There's a lot of struggle. And in the moment, it is tough. And in the moment, it's something that we don't like to think about. But I think taking a page from the movies, that many years from now, we're going to look back on this as perhaps our greatest moment, the moment that gave our life meaning, that gave our life something worth talking about. So right now, in the moment, even though it's hard to do, I'm trying to embrace the conflict. I'm trying to embrace the struggle, recognizing that this is injecting a sense of challenge and adventure and meaning into my life. Challenge for myself, challenge for you, embrace the conflict, go out there every single day and seize your legacy.